Just sit there and look at the camera with a smile on your face. Not that big. So, we have today a set that was given to us to build by a friend. It was a set that is not Lego. He actually told me that it wasn't Lego and wanted to know if I still wanted to build it, and I said, sure, this would be great. Then he told me what it was. And boy, does this bring back all kinds of memories for me from my teenage and college years. And now, as an adult with a kid, Nathan here loves to play video games. And he also has discovered on my Xbox the Halo story. He started playing some of the Halo story by himself all the way through. And you really liked it, didn't you?
A little bit.
Oh, just a little bit? Are you kidding me?
It'll do.
It'll do. Okay, that's not the answer I was looking for, but Nathan has really enjoyed the Halo story and game. He definitely really likes Master Chief and going around and shooting, and one of his favorite things to do that he told me was drive what?
A warthog.
A warthog.
I told you.
One of his favorite things to do was to drive around on a warthog. And when my friend told me that this is what he had, we were definitely very excited, or I was. I wanted to make it a surprise for him. And when I told Nathan that we were going to be building the Halo Warthog, he was very happy. So Gage, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to do this. I really appreciate it. I know Nathan is going to appreciate building it. We're going to do this together. So again, Gage, we thank you very much for giving us this chance. All right. I think I'm gonna let Nathan get into this thing. We're gonna kind of be evaluating whether and how much we like Mega Bloks too. Why not? We're not dedicated to just Legos. I just got done doing the OSU horseshoe from a company called Foco. So there's definitely a bunch of companies out there that make Lego style blocks, but are they as good as Lego and are they as fun? This being Halo, I wish Lego would have gotten their hands on being able to build this, but Mega Bloks has it, so we'll build it. Okay, let's go.
Can I touch?
Go ahead. Hang on, let me open it. I'd like to give him the box back in perfectly good condition. Definitely don't want to mess up the box. I probably should use my knife instead of this little... Whoa.
Piece?
I dwappeted it.
I drop it in.
I dwappeted it. Oh, they even put little wings on there so you can open it without damaging it.
Let's do this.
Look at that.
Boom, 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 boom.
That looks like all the Halo men. Oh my word, it's so good to go back to bigger sized blocks. Those Foco blocks were so small. They even put them in there so they come out in order.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll see this real quick.
I know, those pictures are cool, right?
This is true.
I know it's stuff from the game.
This has to. This is the map. I just realized that.
They're called instructions, not a map. Close though. Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, so we got this little sucker done, and Nate and I had a lot of fun building this. I will say he's gonna play with it. He can't help himself. It is so neat to see this. I'm so glad that he got hooked on Halo, so that way he can appreciate this as much as I do. So here's our thought on Mega Bloks as a whole, or at least my thoughts. And you tell me if you agree, okay?
No.
Okay, there were some times that you had a hard time putting some of the pieces together,
It's true.
right? I don't know if you noticed in the time lapse, but there were a lot of times he'd hand it to me and I'd have to snap it together. I noticed something about Mega Bloks. Everything, they actually make a great block. It's a nice block, it sits together real well. When you're finished, it actually is very solid. But the one thing that makes Lego a little better and a little easier to use It appears that on the Lego dot, you have the dot that comes up and then the sides are tapered just a little bit. That gives you the ability to set a piece down and rock the one on top of it on. The Mega Bloks, and actually that's what Nathan's used to doing, right? There were a lot of times you were trying to like roll the piece above it on.
Yeah.
You could say that a little louder.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Mega Bloks don't appear to have that taper on the top, so things just won't roll into place. You have to pretty well get them very well straight up and down to get them to go together. Everything went together really well. Once it did snap together, it's very well built. The Warthog itself is a fantastic little piece. I was playing Halo in college and a little older than that, and this is memories galore. This is actually more memories than any of the Star Wars stuff that I've got. But this thing was awesome. My brother-in-law and I would drive around on this thing playing multiplayer. I'd drive, he'd shoot. He was terrible at driving. And we had a good old time just driving this thing around and shooting random things anywhere. It didn't matter what we did. This was the epitome of fun with that game. And I know that you enjoy driving around on these things in the game too, right?
Yeah, but I don't really play it anymore.
I know. We haven't played Halo in a while. So
Well, Halo doesn't work.
Oh no, we've got to fix that.
Yeah.
Another thing that we thought was a little difficult, they're really cool looking because they're so detailed, was the little figurines. All the Spartans. They come in pieces. Lego guys, you have a head, you have a body, you might have an extra piece for like a neck or chest piece, or some of them have even had belts. But these guys, no. They had a body, they had legs, they had a head, then they had the shoulder pads, then they had a chest piece, then they had a back piece, and then they had their firearm. They've got the exact same hands as Legos, just circular claws. But these little guys, wow, those little there were two other pieces too. And in between the body and the legs, you had these two armor pieces around their pelvic area that you had to put on before you put the body and the legs together. Then when you try to stand them up, their legs don't sit very straight. Now, I'll definitely get some good close-up pictures of these guys. Hopefully you're seeing them now. All three of them, their legs don't want to sit straight. Now they give you little plates to actually stand them up on. I'm assuming because they won't stand on their own. I haven't really tried.
I have.
But you have? They tried? Will they stand up on their own?
I don't know.
Well, I guess you can. So, I can't say it's a complaint.
Oh, look at He's
I
like
can't-
doing the splits.
I can't say it's something to complain about. They are very detailed. They've got really detailed stuff on them, like any of the best Lego figures. But there's a whole lot more parts to these guys, for sure. Then, of course, they give you the little Cortana on a box. I'm not sure why they put her on a box. Mainly probably just because they needed something to put her on. And then they give you, of course, the turret and the shield for the turret.
Painting.
Gage actually chose that he wanted to have the flames on the shield versus actually on the Warthog, which if you look at the picture of the box, it has the flames on the Warthog itself. From how I understand it, this set, it's based off of the game Halo Wars. And if you haven't played that, there's a bunch of Spartans, there's a bunch of tanks, they've got all kinds of stuff all over them. And definitely a neat game.
Can we put the people on?
The people on, you can try. So as Nathan tries to put the guys up here on the guns and everything,
Let's get rid of these guns.
but they went through and put a really neat design into the suspension. They put the turrets up here to where they can move around and point at all kinds of things. They've got an antenna on the side. The front glass is actually really neat. Stuff flying everywhere. These are phenomenal sets. Do I like Mega Bloks more than I like Lego? No. But if you're a fan of Halo and you like Halo stuff at all, these things are really, really neat. Great thing to set on the shelf. Great story to tell. They really...
Just chopped it
Okay.
again.
How about we stop trying to put them on there then?
He's sitting now.
But these things really do look great. They did a great job making this thing look the part. It is a Halo Warthog, no doubt about it. And
Hello, Warthog.
Gage, I thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to take a look at these Mega Bloks. This might be something that we might even invest in to build some of these Mega Bloks and have some Halo stuff around the house. I like Halo as much as I like Star Wars, so... And it's definitely... It's definitely a lot of memories for me there too. So take a look at them. Don't dodge around Mega Bloks. If it's something that you think that you might like, don't dodge around them. They're a good build. It's something to do. It's definitely a neat set. It's fun to build. They're a little trickier, and now you know some of the ins and outs. I do say too, one thing I like that Mega Bloks does on their paperwork, dot by dot, they actually color the dots that you're setting the new piece on top of. And they'll show like, this block is going where the red dots are, this block is going where the yellow dots are, this block is going where the blue dots are. It's different. It's not something that a Lego person would be used to. We're used to just looking at the directions and finding which ones they go to, and you put it down there. These are actually, in a way, a little more user-friendly. It's confusing. If you've never seen them before, I know Nathan was he was a little distracted by it. And I had to generally tell him where things had to go all the time, but it makes it a little easier so that way you can just very quickly snap, 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 and just get this thing all put together. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. We appreciate the opportunity, Gage, for letting us build this for sure. Thanks for watching as Nathan and I get to play with Legos. Come back, watch some more videos, subscribe, like, comment, do all those crazy things. Go build some Legos, or Mega Bloks, or Foco blocks if you saw the Ohio State Stadium. But go build some Legos and have fun with your family.
He's saying bye.
Bye.